we all doing today? Perfect. All right. So can we all please take a seat and turn our listening ears on? Do you know what we have to do? Right. Oh, perfect. You guys are awesome at that. So I have a question for everyone today. Do we know what month we are in? Tony? Correct. Yes, we are in the month of February. And does anyone want to give a shot and guess what the date is? Zane? Good job. Yes, the 17th. So if we put what Tony and Zane said together, we get February 17th, and then the year is 2025. Awesome. So does anyone want to guess what we're going to be learning about today? Bella, what do you think we're going to be learning about?
Give me that.
Yes, that's right. Perfect. All right. So we're going to be learning 3 exciting things from today. We're going to be discovering how to multiply numbers and what they mean. And then we're going to learn how to use our multiplication charts. And then lastly is we're going to be solving multiplication. All right? So I am going to describe multiplication with pictures and some examples so we can kind of make it easier for today. And since you guys already know how to add, we'll use that knowledge to use complication. So we'll be able to create and solve multiplication problems like this. And today we're going to be having 45 minutes to complete all the problems we have, and we're going to be using visual aids and examples and the multiplication charts, and we're going to do a great job, right? All right. Who here enjoys sharing toys or candies with friends? Right? So how do we decide how much each person gets? So today we're going to be using multiplication to figure that out. And as you grow, you'll find that math is used in many parts of your life. Multiplication is a useful tool, and it helps us solve the problem quickly, and it understands how numbers work together, and we can build a strong foundation for more advanced math skills. So today we're going to be talking about some important words in multiplication. We have groups, we have factor, and then lastly we have product. So firstly, I'm going to be talking about groups. Imagine you have 3 bags and each bag has 4 apples. So to find out how many apples there are in total, we multiply the number of groups by the number of apple in each group. So in this example I have right here, how many groups of apples do we have? Kelly? Correct, yes. We do have 3 groups and we have 3 groups of 4 apples. And do we know how we get to the answer? All right, let me explain it to you. So we have 3 groups, right? We have group 1, group 2, and then lastly group 3. And in each one of these groups, we have 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this multiplication problem would be read as 4 times 3. And for right now, we can do the long way and we could count all the apples. So 4 times 3 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 times 3 would equal 12. So next we're going to be talking about factors. And factors are the numbers we multiply to get the product. So for example, we're going to be using this one, and we have 4 times 3. So the factors in this would be 4 and 3. Think of factors as the building blocks that come together to make a whole number. So in the example of 4 times 3, the 4 and 3 of the building blocks are going to be the factors, and then when you combine it together, the product will be 12. So speaking about product, let's talk about it. And the product is always going to be the answer to the equation. So yeah, if you have 4 times 3 equals 12, what do we think the product is going to be? Bella? Good job. Yes, it's going to be 12. So the product is going to be what equals it. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on to the multiplication table and how we use it. Alright, so here is what a multiplication table looks like. And I know some of you might be thinking like, wow, that multiplication table is so big. I am so confused. I get it. That's how I was. So if we look at the multiplication table, it's big, but we can handle it. So let's think of the problem we were using earlier, 4 times 3. So for the multiplication table, this is what we did. So we look at the top, we see the numbers, right? All right here. So let's go to 4. So 4 would be right here, okay? And then we have 3 right here. So we take those two and we follow them to meet in the middle, and 4 times 3 would equal 12. And we can do this on and on and on with any number we can think of. So what about 6 times 5, right? So we find the 6 first, which would be right up here, and then we would go find the 5. And we would slowly go down until they meet right in the middle, and 6 times 5 is? Good job, yes. Does anyone else want to share an example with me? Yeah? All right, that is a big number, and we can't do it. So we have 10 times 8. So 10 times 8, 80. Good job. All right, so I'm going to throw another example up on the board right here, and I just want you guys to take a couple seconds to try and do this problem. All right, perfect. So in this problem, we see that it says 2 times 4. So that means we have how many groups? Good job. Yes, we have 4 groups. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we can use our multiplication tables to solve this problem. So let's see. So we have 2 right up there at this column, and then 4. And what do we have to do? Correct, we have to meet them in the middle. So we would take 2 and 4 and 8. So 2 times 4 equals? Perfect. This one is a little bit tougher than the ones we were doing before. This one is 3 times 7. All right? So we have 3 in each column, okay? How many groups do we have? 7, all right? We have groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we can use our multiplication chart. So let's use that. So what do we do first? Correct, so we're going to find the 3. So 3 is all the way up top, right here. All right, and then what do we do? Good job, all right, so then we find the 7 right here, all right? So if we follow the 3 and the 7, what do we meet to? Yes, we do, 21, good job. We're going to do another problem I have for you guys. This one is a little bit easier, but I think you guys maybe can do it by yourselves. What do you think? All right, so what did we get as an answer? All right, so I hear a little bit of different answers, but that's okay. I'm going to go over it right now. So the equation is 2 times 3. So we have 2, and then we have 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so let's use our multiplication table to solve this. So we go to 2, then we go to 3. And when they meet in the middle, the answer is going to be 6. Good job. So does anyone have any questions on how we got to all of these answers today? Okay, perfect. So right now I'm going to give you guys about 2 to 3 minutes of independent works to do a couple problems on your own, and if you need any help, please call me over and I'll be there to help. Alright, so you guys have done a really good job with understanding multiplication so far, and we're just going to be wrapping up some of this multiplication problems, and we're going to check your answers and then make sure that we completed all of the problems. So as we get closer to the end of our lesson today, I just want to give you guys a very good job. You guys did awesome understanding the concept of multiplication and understand how we got to the answer. And before we end, we're just gonna look over we're just gonna check some answers and then look over how we got to them one more time. And yeah, that's about it. And I just wanna tell you guys that you guys did a very good job. Thank you all so much.